Here's yet another short story proving that they always come back. They'll be more than happy to drop you when you're going through your toughest time in life, a perfect example of not someone to be with, and go off and have fun on the side with the bad boys and live it up and all that on your dime. And when things don't work out the way they hoped, or the guy that they were chasing after a monkey branch and doesn't work out, they'll always come back. And you can never take them back, because if you do, they'll keep doing that over and over again. And this story is a perfect example of a guy who's really at the lowest point of his life, a husband and father here, and the wife, does she stand by him? Nope. And not only abandons him, abandons the teenage sons. And let's just say these sons are obviously becoming R-pilled here. Titled, My Wife Left Me During the Hardest Year of My Life. She had an affair and now wants to come home. I don't know if taking her back for the kids is the right move. And a shout out to Tom for sending in this story. Now listen to this, guys. This is really going to make your blood boil here. He says, this year wrecked me. I lost my mother unexpectedly and it hit me very hard. But I did not drink, I didn't numb out or spiral out of control. I went to the gym, meditated, went fishing, tried to keep my head on straight, and did whatever I could to handle the grief in a healthy way. There you go. That's how a man handles things. Now, nobody can blame him if he went a little out of control, but still, he kept it strong for his family, his wife, his kids, all that. And yet, listen to what happens here. Well, meanwhile, my wife of 10 years started changing in ways that made zero sense to me. She lost a ton of weight really fast, switched her friend group, started going out all night, and became emotionally detached from me. Then she told me she needs space. She moved out and filed for divorce while I was still trying to figure out what the hell was happening. Holy crap. Notice the first thing you say was she lost a ton of weight real quick. Which goes to show you, when a lot of these women beef up during the marriages, they can lose it if they want to. And clearly she's doing that to obviously have fun with the bad boys or get some attention or monkey branch to somebody else. All that during the worst year of his life. And she ain't just abandoning him and divorcing him. She's doing it to the kids too. She's a piece of garbage. Well, it turns out that she was having an emotional affair before she left. And it turned physical right after she moved out. Dude, there is no way it wasn't physical prior to her moving out. Come on. She also started doing drugs and running around with people who honestly scare me. She even has an apartment somewhere and I have no idea where it is. Hey, no longer your problem. She's leaving you high and dry during the worst time, proving that she is a scumbag, and she's also abandoning your kids, but let her get screwed up on the drugs and all that. Not your problem anymore. This is not someone that loves you, therefore should not get your love or concern. Well, we have 2 teenage boys together, and through all this, I was trying to hold together for them while grieving for my mother. My wife told me recently that she wants to come back and quote-unquote work on it. But she also said that everything happened because I asked too much of her while I was grieving. I'm going to say what I know you were all thinking. Women and accountability. It's all his fault that she had to leave and file for divorce and have an affair and start drugs. I believed this guy when he said he was doing his darndest to keep it together, even though he was obviously, his mom died. That could affect a lot of people, him in more ways than one. And he was really trying to hold it together, but he's the bad guy here. No fucking way. That was insult to injury by her doing that. No freaking way. That part blows my mind, because I didn't ask much of her at all. She and my mom were never close, so I respected her space around the whole situation. I wasn't begging or leaning on her heavily. I was just trying to be a dad and a son at the same time. She's a first-class asshole. Now I'm stuck. A part of me wants to take her back for the boys, because I can see how much they miss having us under one roof. Don't do it. She's a terrible mother. And by the way, she's running around with a crowd that you say scares you. And she's been doing drugs, I'm assuming beyond marijuana. Oh, hell no. This is an unfit mother. But the more I sit with this, the more it feels like a massive mistake. It is. I don't trust her. I don't know who she is anymore. And I don't know if getting back together would fix anything or just to teach the kids that chaos is normal. Number 1, it's not going to fix anything. Number 2, she'll do it again. And number 3, yes, you're going to teach the boys just that. Has anyone been through this before? Is taking someone back after an affair during your lowest moment ever a good idea for the kids? Or is this one of those moments when I need to choose myself and stop trying to save a sinking ship? Any idea is appreciated. Now, before I go into the comment section that says everything that I'm sure you guys are all thinking, absolutely not taking her back. Now, he knows he's doing it not for him, he's doing it for his boys. Well, you're just inviting chaos in the household because she's not going to stop the drugs. She's only coming back to you because obviously she's running out of money. She's probably been used as a side piece to a lot of guys out there, and you want to take her back? That's not going to teach her anything. That's all it's going to do is teach your boys how not to handle women. What you need to do is not take her back. Go through with the divorce that she initiated, and that's that. And if you know she was doing drugs and all these other things, I think that can be proven depending how old the boys are. Actually, if the boys are a certain age, they might be able to stand in front of a judge and say, no, I don't want to live with mom. You know, given the drugs and the cheating and the affairs and the scumbags and all that. But no, you do not take her back, and don't do it for the boys. People that try to stay in it for the marriage, even though it's bad for the kids, that's what the kids are going to get used to. You want your boys to end up with a woman like that one day and have grandkids with her? If you take her back, that's what it's going to be. You got to teach your boys to know about accountability and all that. So, hell no. But again, guys, this proves they always come back when things go bad. Now, some comments here. One guy says here, she went and had her fun, but looks like things didn't work out with her affair partner. Don't be a backup plan because she'll do it again. And don't use your kids as an excuse for taking her back. Your family was broken apart by her selfish choices, and I'm sure your kids know that if you explained it to them. I certainly would never look at my parent the same again if they pulled this shit. Learn to co-parent neutrally and move on with your life. Exactly. Now, again, if this guy didn't have kids, I don't think he'd be taking her back. But again, remember, this is the woman that left him at a major low point in his life. If the situation was reversed, and this guy did this to her, all the freaking women would be coming out left and right, torches and pitchforks against this guy. But I bet they're probably saying she's being strong and empowered. Because I guarantee you, she probably told all her girlfriends that it's his fault that I left. Another one. This guy says here, I was the kid whose mom had actual multiple affairs, and my dad taking her back many, many times destroyed me mentally. I could see how she hurt him, watched him put her over himself countless times. My parents never told me she cheated, but I knew. And let me tell you, people could do you that dirty don't change. The day they told me they were divorcing was literally one of the best days of my life. Hear that from a guy that went through this shit. Do not ever take her back for the kids. They'll be much happier in an environment with a parent who knows how to look out for themselves. And one more. This guy says, she will bleed you dry. She bailed on you and the kids, and now that she's out of drug money, she wants to come back. It's a trap. She's a big girl that decided you were only worth being with while you were propping her up, but the moment that you were reeling, she jumped ship. You also won't be doing your kids any favors by having a detached junkie running around the house. Kids live what they learn, and if you need to be one of those that shows them what your or their worth is. Yeah. Junkies, I only hear about her going to rehab or admitting she has a problem. In fact, she's admitting this guy's a problem. And that's going to be a major, major problem. And as someone that, I'm going to be as vague as possible, has someone in the family that lifelong drug and alcohol problems, many times in and out of rehab, never once ever admitted they made a mistake or in the wrong or had a problem. Doesn't change. He doesn't need this. His boys don't need this. And fuck it, one more. This guy says, absolutely not. I'm sorry, but it's obvious your affair partner dumped her. She's struggling on her own financially, isn't happy with her dinky little apartment, and wants the life that she had back. And if she has to be with you to get it, she'll begrudgingly be with you. But not for you, not even for your sons, entirely for her own selfish motives. She'll be gone again the second another man beckons, and it will traumatize your poor sons all over again. Trust me, I know, because my father could have written this post. My mother left in return only to leave again, and believe me when I tell you, it took years for me to get over their betrayals. Hers for leaving and his for taking her back so she could do it all over again. Now, this is a guy here who learns from his dad's mistakes, but some boys would learn that's just how it is and end up with a woman like that. So, it's not his fault that she left, but it is his fault if he takes her back, and I'm pretty sure this guy won't do that.